Good evening, folks. It's K&Soutdoors here, bringing you the 2015 bow season. Start of it's coming up right now around the corner. Now it's September 17th, bow season starting September 26th here in Arkansas this year. Hey, listen, me being a professional bow hunter, I'm pumped up. I mean, you see behind me my boys back here on the wall. There's another one there. I got them everywhere, boys. Let me tell you something. You got to just get out in them woods and you got to pattern these deer. And it's just something amazing about being out in the nature and the wild. I just love it. You ain't got to shave. You ain't got to cut your hair. You ain't got to go to work. By God, you get out in the woods, you get your supper. That's the way I brought up, and that's the way I'm going to teach you guys here on this episode. Like I said, September 17th. I mean, it's right around the corner, folks. First of all, I want to come over here and I want to show you something. There's old Big Nasty, I call him. He stares at me every day. What I'm going to be hunting with this year, I'm going to show you. I'm going to use the old whitetail special, the Grim Reapers. They got a 2-inch cut. Now you put one through the old pump station of the old big buck, I guarantee you one thing. That thing's going to quit pumping all right. You can let the air out of one real quick with it. It's got a 2-inch cut on it. By gosh, when it penetrates and goes through the other side, ain't no mistaking. Looks like somebody poured out a 55-gallon drum of old big battered blood is what it looks like. So I'm going to be hunting with that, and I'm also going to be using this Easton Axis arrow right here. I tell you what, boys, that's a good arrow and a good broadhead. I'm going to be using the old Z7 Extreme. It's been trustworthy bow for me now, guys. I mean, I tell you what, I can go out and buy one. I mean, heck, being a professional bow hunter, there are people wanting to give me bows in my hand and sponsor me. I'm like, hell, guys, I don't need sponsors. I'm just a bow hunter, and I love doing it. I love the passion of it. I love to pass on the passion to folks like you. Here's my old Z7 Extreme. I choose to go with the old tactical version bow right here. It's black and gray in color. It's not the old fancy camo, but you know, it's got old spot hog sight on it. I just love it. I've been hunting with it a couple years, and like I said, I can have any bow I want in the country. But by God, I tell you what, I'm gonna stick with the old Z7 Extreme here. They do got some new bows out by Matthews like that, but no cam bows they call them. But I like that old cam and a half, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you stay tuned to K&S Outdoors, and I guarantee you, boys, after this show today, you're going to be pumped up, fired up. You're going to have the tools to get you in the woods and get you that big old buck, just like some of the ones I've got on display here. I mean, heck, everywhere I turn around, look at, by God, there's another one. Look at there. Look at 22-inch spread on that devil. I tell you what, boy. Anyway, there's one more there, and I got one back there process of getting mounted. Anyway, you stick tuned with the old K&S Outdoors, and I guarantee you, well, I'll put you on one. I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys, to K&S Outdoors. We had a commercial break here. We do got to pay the bills, so we have to get them commercials out there and everything. But let me tell you something. Today's episode, I showed you my broadhead we used. I showed you my bow that I choose to use. By God, boys, let me tell you something. I'm going to talk to you today about playing the wind. Yeah, you got to play the wind when you get in that stand. First thing you got to do is you got to put that stand in a position of advantage for you being the hunter. You don't want to put it in a position of advantage for the big buck. It won't do you no good because the buck lives in the woods. You don't. You're going into his house. If you come home from work one day from the garbage pail truck there, like where I work full time, you know, in the off season of deer hunting, I drive my garbage truck. So I come home from the garbage truck, and I come on in the double wide there, and I said, yeah, my old chair's been moved over there. It was over the corner. Now it's not there, it's moved over there. I want to remember that thing because this is my home. You go in there and start cutting a bunch of stuff down, a bunch of trees, you start throwing big piles of corn out, them big bucks are going to come home and they're going to say, what in the hell is that? Did corn fall from the sky? I don't think so. So he's going to pack his little deer bags, and he's going to hop his little tail in, that little white flag of flying. He's going to be off the old mountain down in the holler up on another ridge for your old neighbor to get a hold of. That's what's going to happen, folks. So you got to be smart when you're doing that stand placement. So you got to remember which way the wind usually blows. You got to have a couple different stands, spots picked out for the north wind, the south wind, maybe even an east wind. We don't get them out of the east much, but by God, you get one day off work sometime, you get out there to stand it, by God, you got an east wind, but you're hunting a south wind stand. It sucks. Even better, worse than that, if you're hunting a west wind stand and it's coming out of these, you really screwed. Anyway, so play the wind, folks. And don't be going in these deer houses, tearing their stuff up, cutting their limbs down. They got to have a place to rub them old horns. You cut them old trees down, They can't rub no horns. They move on to the next spot. And guess what? Old Billy next door to you on the other ridge, he takes him on out. I'm telling you, stay with K&S Outdoors. And the next segment, we're going to be talking about not the wind placement or stand placement and the windage this time. We're going to be talking about scent control. I mean, you got beautiful locks like I got. You've got to keep this stuff away from them deer's nose, because that's their number one sense. We'll be back in just a minute with K&S Outdoors, and we're going to talk about that scent control. I'm sponsored by Scent Blocker. I'm sponsored by Under Armour, all that good stuff. But I'm telling you right now, it's just old common sense. Scent control is what you got. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. You stay tuned to K&S Outdoors. We'll be right back with you. And we'll talk about scent control. There's old Pitchfork back there. He's all jacked up on one side. Anyway, we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Outdoors. There's old Pitchfork behind me again. He's still looking at me. He's a good-looking devil. He's all jacked up. Remember I told you about last segment? Last segment we discussed what we're going to talk about. This segment was scent control. Remember we talked about what broadheads I'm using. We talked about what arrows I'm using, what bows I'm using. And by God, this time we're going to talk about scent control. That's your number one, by God, error in deer hunting, especially bow hunting. You got to get these rascals in close. I mean, just because I'm a good-looking dude with pretty hair, got good-looking hair and all that, them deer don't just come around looking at you. They ain't gonna come up there and say, "Hey, good-looking haircut you got there, Chief." No, they're gonna come smell you and they're gonna get the hell out of there because they don't like you. I'm gonna be honest with you, deer do not like the humans because, by God, we're predators. So what you got to do with your scent control? First of all, what I do. I mean, like I said, I got to wash this hair and scent killer. I mean, you get all. I mean, you can't. It's just natural stuff here. But you're gonna get smoke if you smoke. Your buddy smokes. You're gonna get all kinds of scent up in that hair. Your clothes. So what I do, guys, is I go out and I get the number one selling scent killer. You can use any kind you want. You can try it, but I use that Natural Resources, and they are my sponsor. So I'm gonna tell you why I use them. And well, you know why I use them. Hell, they're sponsoring me. I got to tell you why I'm using them. Anyway, I put my clothes in the washing machine. I put my hat in there. I gotta get my boots in there. I gotta get it all in there because, by God, when you get to stand, they're gonna smell any little bit of human scent on you that you can't smell. Hell, your dog may not smell it because he's used to smelling you, but them deer know something's up. So wash your clothes in a good scent killer. Find you a good one. I mean, you do some research on it, do some YouTube reading, find the pros and cons, and you get what you need. But when you wash your clothes, you put them in an old scent lock bag. What you do is you pretty much go out in them woods in your underwear. But if it's cold, you better wrap up a little bit, you know what I'm saying. But you get out there in the stand, before you walk in that stand, I always take my bag off. I put it on the ground. I put my old clothes on, and now I'm ready to hunt. I pull it straight out of the scent lock bag. So scent control is one of your big keys here, guys. I'm telling you. If you just get out there and you smoke on the stand, you dip, you chew, you drink an old beer on the stand, he's gonna smell it. If you want to kill big old bucks, like old K&S Outdoors here, I mean, he knows what he's talking about, Phil. I mean, it proof's in the pudding. I mean, you listen to me, you kill big deer. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to K&S Outdoors. Let's review what we talked about. We talked about what broadheads are good this year. We talked about what bow I'm using. We talked about scent control. We talked about placement of your stands, watching that wind. Guys, I'm giving you the tools to kill monster bucks like me. And by God, you keep after it. I'm telling you right now, it may not be K&S doors, because that's patent, by the way. Can't use that logo. It's trademark 2015. But you can make your own name up and you have your own hunting show. I mean, all you got to do is put it on YouTube and you'll be famous like me. And I got people trying to give me bows to use. We talked about that a while ago. I can use any one I want. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I wish you best luck in 2015, and we're gonna come back at you here in a couple of weeks and check in with you, see if anybody's killed one open day. And I just wish you the best luck, because I got to get off here and I got to get my stuff ready, because season will be in 2 weeks, and I got to have it ready. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a fan. We'll see you next time. K&S Outdoors. Thanks to Matthews. Thanks to Grim Reaper Broadheads. Thanks to Napa and Mossy Oak. They're the best. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Stay tuned.